Up them poles on them, birdie.
Pull up on the set, ballin' nothing but net. Posting my clips, shut down the internet. First like it, comment what you like best. I won't pass it like boy, put me to the test. Stay 10 down, we don't need no rest. Double OT, but it feel like tip. Crossover step, bet Jamar Lexus. It's 2 3s, that's Mike is best. Bottom line is that you can't keep up. Left you in the dust looking for a Swiffer. Nothing but net, show you know we coming up. Cop our merch if you wanna show love. Follow our page when push come to shove. Comment what you think to support to come up. Sub to our channel, help us level up. Nothing but net, show you know we coming up.
What's up, everyone?
How y'all doing?
It's been a little while, but we are back. Welcome to the 16th episode of the Nothing But Net Show. My name is Jamar.
And my name is Mikey, and today we'll be giving our playoff preview. We're going to look at Golden State. Can they three-peat? If they three-peat, does Durant leave? Does that mean the dynasty's over? We got a lot to talk about on that one.
Yeah, we're also going to talk about the Eastern Conference. We have an exciting battle. There's 4 or 5 teams that legitimately have a shot at coming out of the East. So which team will represent the Eastern Conference in the NBA championships?
Also, make sure you subscribe to our channel, you like this video, you comment, and then after that, go to our social medias. Make sure you follow. On Twitter, we're Modern Sports _. On Instagram, we're Modern Sports Media. On Facebook, you can find us by searching Modern Sports Media Group. Make sure you like all of our stuff, subscribe. Trust me, it's so worth it.
And of course, I always have to encourage you to check out our website, www.modernsportsmediagroup.com. We actually recently started uploading the actual articles onto the website rather than just a link. So now you can check out our actual articles of the week for every single sport, see our merchandise, see our different shows, podcasts, all the platforms that we have. And I think that about covers everything, so let's hop right into it.
Let's get it.
Playoff preview, baby.
Jamar, I know we talked about them a lot this season. We talked about them a lot the past 5 seasons. We got to do it again.
Yep.
The Golden State Warriors, they're going for their three-peat, and somehow they're still the most dramatic team in the league. You have Draymond Green at the beginning of the season getting into a KD. Does KD still have a burner account? You have DeMarcus Cousins trying to mend back into this team. It's a whole mess, and yet they still have the best record in the West. Jamar, does anyone stop them out the West, or are they just too talented?
You're looking at the Western Conference, packed of talent. You have the Denver Nuggets, the Houston Rockets, Portland Trailblazers, OKC, the Thunder.
Oh, you keep going.
You go deeper, you have the Jazz, you have the Spurs, you have even the Clippers that are feisty, hard playing, one of the hardest playing teams.
No doubt.
Coach Doc Rivers, definitely in the Coach of the Year conversation. With all that said, there is absolutely no one, not only in the Western Conference, in the league standing in the way of Golden State. The Golden State team that was 73-9, the best team that we've ever seen, that went ahead and added Kevin Durant after that, won 2 championships, went ahead and added the best center in basketball after that. And for those of you that think that the Warriors are somehow worse with DeMarcus Cousins, you clearly did not watch the last game. DeMarcus Cousins is such a valued piece for that team. He's such a great playmaker. He's obviously he's literally one of the most versatile centers ever. In the fact that I believe he's shooting like 38% from 3 this season. He's obviously an insane finishing inside around the rim. He has a jump shot. He's such a great passer. He is probably...
He's up there.
He's maybe the 3rd best passer on that team behind Steph and Draymond, and I'm being so serious. And it's just, there's no one in the West that can touch him. There's no one in the league that can touch him. I know we both share the same opinion, so I'm going to go ahead and ask you. Assuming they stay healthy, assuming they win now their 3rd straight championship, the first 3-peat since Kobe, and Shaq and the Lakers, does KD leave?
So I've been thinking about this for the past, honestly, probably the beginning of the year, but more in the last, month or so. Everyone says that they know what Kevin Durant is thinking or how he goes about it, and I think his entire career, he's proved that obviously none of us know.
No, what are you saying?
He had burner accounts. He might still have burner accounts. The way he tried to cover it up,
that's still so crazy.
I understand a little bit if you have one, but, Not so much. So people are saying, oh, it's his passion project. He wants the league to like him. He's going to go to the Knicks so he can save a franchise. Maybe. Or I'm going to just stack rings.
But Mikey, you're tiptoeing around my question, my man. I'm asking you.
What I want and what I think?
What do you think?
Okay.
What do you want? You can answer both if you want, but you're tiptoeing right now.
I want him to go to the Garden. I want to see him and Kyrie. I don't think he goes to the Garden, though. I think the fact that James Dolan still owns the team, that the front office is terrible, completely turns him away. Because here's the thing. He wants to be known as the best player in the world, right? Let's say he goes to the Garden, Kyrie doesn't go, and James Dolan surrounds him with absolutely no talent and keeps him with rookies, and he doesn't succeed, that's going to look bad on him. Just like this year, it's looked bad on LeBron because the surrounding talent was inadequate and he couldn't, win. I think that would hurt him a lot more than it would help him. Be like, oh, cool, KD's on the Knicks. Haha, you snake, we knew you sucked. That's all he's going to get.
Let me touch on that. The idea that he wants to be seen as the best player in the world. I agree that he wants to be seen. I mean, he's pretty much vocalized that. He hasn't said specifically that, oh, I want to be known as the best player in the world. But you see it in quotes where he's like, just recently in this podcast, I don't like being called the second best player in the world.
Yeah,
or where in his exit interview last year, oh, how do you compare yourself to LeBron? He's like, I'm not there yet. I have to develop different parts of my game, whatever the case is. I do not believe he can ever be seen as the best player in the world on this Warrior team. Why? It's too much. It's too much. And honestly, when you look at the numbers, you can't even tell if he's the best player on that team. And I say that because we both agree Kevin Durant's better than Steph Curry, player for player.
Yeah.
But on the team, when you look at it, when he doesn't play, Steph plays, everyone else plays.
Steph's impact is greater.
They are completely fine. When Steph doesn't play and he's with the rest of the team, they're a 500 team. Literally 500. I believe, I don't want to say a number because I don't know the exact number, but they're a 500 team.
Yeah.
They struggle. And too much he's a scorer, but Steph Curry's averaging more points. He's not that great of a playmaker. Obviously, he's a rebounder, but he's not the big on his team. So he's in an environment where, yes, his efficiency is going to go through the roof. Yes, obviously, they're going to kill whatever the competition is, but his individual skill set as a player can't be displayed as much. And so that's why I think it would be beneficial for him to go to a team, whether that is in the Knicks. I think people love the idea of New York looking past Dolan just because it's the Knicks.
It's just the Garden.
It's Madison Square Garden, exactly. I know, but there are other options, other teams that he could go to. But I do believe he leaves simply because of that.
Yeah.
He cannot fully blossom on this team.
I think what's really going to show is how he does in the playoffs. Because for once, LeBron James isn't there. So for once, when he's putting up those numbers, it's like, oh, look what that guy's doing in the East. Okay, we're going to go look at what Giannis is doing. If what happened last year and he gets locked up because you guard him 17 feet off and they're shooters, they are shooters, but if they don't hit in the playoffs and he gets bounced the first, second round, that's like, okay, let's go look at Harden ISOing every single possession. It's not fun to watch. No one wants to watch. And then let's say KD's going averaging 35 or 30 plus, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, he's doing that with all the talents around him as well. Normally, talent's either going to take away or give. A lot of times, the Golden State sort of takes away from them all. They don't get to do it. So when him and Steph or Clay go off, it's like, holy cow, they're doing that with all the parts around them.
Who wins Finals MVP this year?
Kevin Durant.
I don't think so.
You think Steph gets this?
I think Steph gets it because I think Steph's going to be gunning for it because he needs it. If he has four championships with no Finals MVP, that's a big knock on Steph's legacy.
Yeah.
So I think that Steph's going to be gunning for it, and which is why, just to respond to that specific point that you made, I feel as though Kevin Durant's numbers aren't going to be as good as Steph's. And when you're looking at, yes, LeBron's not going to be in the playoffs, so we're not going to be hearing about triple-double here, 40 points here, and whatever LeBron's doing. But Giannis is going to be doing that same thing.
Maybe.
Kawhi might go finals mode or playoff mode and do those
but
things.
They're all
things
they're
as well.
all maybes. LeBron James doing it was a lock. Every year, it didn't matter who was there, it was a lock. James Harden could fold, as he does.
Which I don't think he will.
Giannis can fold because he doesn't have a jump shot. And, go shoot. Go shoot free throws. I dare you. Kawhi doesn't produce for anyone else either. Kawhi's going to get his 28, but he's not going to pass.
The biggest thing is that I feel as though Kevin Durant's not going to have the best numbers on his own team. Which again, it's not a knock to Kevin Durant at all, But it's more so speaking to, again, how insane
If
this team
Steph
is,
wants
which
it-
is why we started the segment by saying no one's standing in their way.
Because here's the thing also. If Steph wants it, dribble, dribble, dribble. I'm 32 feet out. Dribble, dribble, dribble. I'm 32 feet out. Oh, I see you're open, KD, but I just hit 4 straight threes. Dribble,
And I
dribble,
think-
dribble. Cross, cross.
So I think that's going to be interesting. I think that Steph Curry gets his first Finals MVP this year. I think he has better numbers, and I think Kevin Durant is going to be leaving in the offseason. Let us know what you think.
Yeah, definitely.
Now let's talk about the Eastern Conference. Mikey, in my opinion, this is a much more interesting conversation than the West because there are 4 teams that I can honestly see representing the East in the finals this year. If you look at the standings, at the time of this recording, you have the Bucks in the 1 seed, followed by the Raptors, the 76ers, and the Pacers rounding out the top 4.
Okay.
You have Boston currently outside looking in at 5, and I'm pretty sure it'll stay that way. Maybe they flip with the Pacers, whatever the case is. It'll be the same series. Now, after hearing that, I want to know, in your opinion, who do you have representing the Eastern Conference in the Eastern Conference Championships and then in the finals?
Okay. So I think so the way the West stacks out, very simple. I think the East, it's very, very interesting how the seedings end.
Yeah.
Because there's just certain matchups that don't work well for teams. For some reason, the 76ers can't take on Boston. So if the standings remain, a lot better road for the Sixers.
Right.
So what I see happening is I see the top 3 seeds all winning in their first round. And then I see the Celtics knocking
Leaving
off the Pacers.
Okay.
Yeah.
We both agree there. So then where do you see, so that would result in a Bucks Celtics and a Raptors 76ers series. How do you see those ending?
Okay. So I'll start with the Raptors 76ers because I feel as though you won't agree with this one. But I think
Don't say it.
the 76ers
Don't say
are
it.
too talented, and I think they knock out.
Oh my gosh. Over the Raptors?
Yeah.
The more experienced, the more you have a Finals MVP on that team now. The most improved player of the league is on that team now. You have Marc Gasol, one of the most versatile centers in the league, on that team now.
You want to know why?
Why?
Because I have Ben Simmons, who's a 6'8" point guard.
Okay, but
You got JJ Redick.
uh-huh.
You have Jimmy Butler, who will lock up Kawhi.
So what
You got
happened?
Tobias Harris, who can get anything. And guess what? They have the most versatile center in Joel Embiid, who is going to eat whoever's in front of him.
More versatile than DeMarcus Cousins.
This year,
We're on record. We're on the show.
This year because of the injuries.
Come on, man. He's looking completely fine to me. He's
But-
looking completely fine to me.
Embiid's gonna eat. And here's the thing. It's a more experienced team. Yeah, they're more experienced in losing. As Dwayne Casey said,
They lost.
They
They've
experienced
lost
6 straight years.
They have lost to one player. They have won every other series except to that one player. But I say that to say that one player's gone.
Okay.
Look, I disagree with you there. If it does come to, again, we would have the 1-5 matchup being the Bucks and the Celtics, and the 2-3 matchup being the Raps and the 76ers. I would take the Bucks and the Raptors, and I think that would be such an awesome series. I would be so excited to see that.
Yeah, I do have the Bucks with you. I just think the way that the Celtics are playing, there's too many people. Like, I think Terry Rozier and Jaylen Brown this year pooped the bed. I think Gordon Hayward didn't come back to anything he was supposed to come back to. And I feel like Terry Rozier, he wants his big deal. So all he wants is his numbers.
Let me piggyback on that point too, because I feel that a part of the Celtics that people aren't talking about enough is Kyrie Irving. I feel like 1, he wasn't a great leader. 2, I feel like he mentally checked out for a while. If you look, there was like a week or 2 span where he just wasn't playing well. They were losing. They went on a little losing streak. And
See, I feel as though that's a LeBron move.
that falls on him too.
No, hear me out.
Chill.
So I think with that, it's because all the other Celtics players talking about, oh, I'm up next. I should have right now. Okay, here. Show me what you got right now. Oh, Tatum, you can only do those things. All right, cool. Jaylen Brown, you can't really do anything off the dribble.
So they appreciate
Terry
him
Rozier,
more.
yeah. Oh, Terry. Oh, you want to be Scary Terry again? Oh,
Terry
man.
had such a fall off, man. That's disappointing.
He was averaging 17 points in the playoffs last year. I think he's around like 9, 11 now.
And obviously that's going to go down being that, Kyrie's back and all of that, but at the same time, just the way he's playing, I haven't felt it all year.
No.
But going back to our conversation, so you would then have the Bucks and the 76ers, who I believe you would take the Bucks over.
That one, I was waiting until we actually started the segment to make my decision, to be completely honest.
Really? So we got a live decision, Mikey decision. We need a little edit. Maybe we can get 41st Street Productions to make a little edit on the show.
So I think I'm going to regret saying this, but I got the 76ers.
No, Mikey, no. Cut. We need a refill. What?
I think when the playoffs are over, I'm going to probably regret saying it. But I'm going Philly. I think, although they're...
Can we put money right now? Please, while you're on the spot, on the show, let's put money. Let's put 10. You got the Sixers coming out.
All right, I'm fine with that.
Hey, I just made $10. No, but listen.
A big reason why I do is they have 5 players that are averaging 17 or more this year. Do you know that?
So,
what do you mean?
Dude.
What team? What team?
Is Jimmy's at 17?
Over. Yeah.
Oh.
Ben Simmons is their lowest scoring out of the 5.
And he's probably right at 17.
He's right at 17. JJ's at 17. Tobias at
JJ
17.
Too? And Embiid.
Yeah, Embiid.
That's tough. With that being said, again, just to reiterate, they are going to lose to the Raptors.
I don't think so.
And it's going to be the Bucks Raptors. I honestly don't know
the Raptors bench
who I would
too
take.
Weak. And I don't... Who guards Ben Simmons that series? Against the Raptors. Who guards him?
Who guards Kawhi?
Jimmy Butler, Tobias Harris, or Ben Simmons? Again, who guards Ben Simmons, though? Do you put Kawhi...
Because Ben Simmons is so scary. Nobody needs to guard Ben Simmons.
Who do you put on him?
Nobody. You literally just have a rover in the paint.
Who do you put on Jimmy?
Listen.
Who do you put on Jimmy?
Listen.
All right, so you put
we don't have
Jimmy.
time to go through each of the matchups.
They've too many mismatches. I think that starting lineup has way too many mismatches.
Listen. I got the Bucks coming out the East. And let me say this.
That's what I was going to say.
It's either going to be the Bucks or the Raptors. And let me say this. If Giannis wills this team coming out the East, we have a very interesting conversation that needs to be had at a later date regarding the best player in the league.
So he put the 1 seed in the finals where the 1 seed's supposed to be. Oh, he willed them. Oh, he had an all-star.
But listen. But everyone's not
him.
But you're not picking them out, right? And if you watch ESPN, they're not picking them out, right? So yes, that would be willing them. But just to wrap up this segment, though, because I know we're running out of time. Regardless of, I can't believe you said that. And we have the shake on camera for proof.
The Sixers.
Regardless of who comes out the East, sweep.
Gentlemen sweep, absolute best case for the Eastern Conference. They get a game, and I don't think they get a game.
We'll do a bet on that on a later date. Stay tuned. And that just about wraps up our 16th episode. As always, we'd like to thank you guys for joining us, for supporting us, for clicking that like button and that subscribe button. If you haven't already, please do so now. If you're joining us for the first time, thank you. We hope you join us again. If you're a returning visitor, we appreciate you for the support. Thank you all.
Yeah, you know that we love all support that you give us, and we really do appreciate it. We appreciate everyone that's bought merch, visited the website, read our articles, watched our videos. Like, honestly, everything that just helps us grow as a company and this show grow. You guys don't understand how much it means to us, so thank you all for that, and especially for watching our videos.
And we'd like to continue to encourage you to check out our website and our social media pages. Mm-hmm. And also, if you do have any feedback, positive or negative, we're open to it all. Mm-hmm. So please send it on the website, send it on our social media pages, comment under this video. Mm-hmm. Let us know how we can get better.
Yeah, just send it. You know how to do it. Tweet it, Instagram, DM us, comment. It's all on your fingertips. Just takes 3 seconds, and it really does mean so much to us. Thank you.
So, without further ado, that wraps it up. See you guys next time.
Peace.